Come on. He doesn't like a leash, man.
Okay, Lisa asks, do you suggest testing the market before you launch to see if you have a viable product? How do you suggest one does this? Okay, Lisa, really good question. Several ways, right? And there's no silver bullet. So do one of them, preferably do all of them. The first thing is observe your customer, right? By observe your customer, I mean if you're selling toothbrushes or you're planning to sell toothbrushes, go and stand in a supermarket and watch people scan the toothbrush shelf for a day, right? A brand actually did this, I forget what brand it was, but they went and observed the customers' buying patterns while they were in the supermarket. They then went and also observed the families at home. They were developing a kid's toothbrush. The families at home when the kids would brush their teeth. And what they found is that the kids don't hold their toothbrush like adults do. Kids hold their toothbrush like this, right? So they're doing this. And what they found through observation was that if they made the grip wider on a kid's toothbrush, it wasn't about making it longer or making it pink or making it more colourful. It was about actually making the grip fatter. It made it easier for the children to brush their teeth, right? And to learn to brush their teeth. So it was through observation that they were able to find an innovation that was truly meaningful to that market. So number one is observe. Number two is ask questions. Find your audience, right? Every single business has to be solving a problem. It's no good being a solution looking for a problem. You have to start with the problem and then start to identify how you might build solution around that. As you start to build the solution, go and start to converse with people in your target audience to see why is X a problem for them? How is X a problem for them? What do they look for in a solution? If they were to have a solution that looked like this, would they value it? Is this a price-sensitive product, or do they not really care? They just want to solve the problem. Are they looking for a sophisticated brand that has prestige, or are they looking for a funky brand that has a bit of sort of spunk about it, right? You can ask all of these questions. Imagine if you knew whether what you were planning to do was a problem, why it was a problem, where they currently go to solve it, where they currently go to get information about it, how it makes them feel, what fears it helps them avoid, what frustration it helps them overcome, what do they want that it helps them achieve, what dreams does it move them closer towards, what do they want in the brand that delivers it. Imagine if you had all of that information as you were building a business, right? We'd be building it from a very much informed position. So observe the customer, speak to the customer. Then the third one is obviously just test, right? You can test using what has become almost a cliche, a minimal viable product, right? Which has merit to it. Whether it's a product or whether it's a landing page or whether it's a Facebook group, you can start to test your market. And by test our market, all we mean is engage in a dialogue, metaphorically speaking, with your audience. So let's say you put up a landing page and it spoke about the product you were going to launch even though you hadn't manufactured the product yet. You could test by reviewing sort of stats around that landing page. You could do heat mapping so to show you where do people look on that page, where do they stop, where do they skim right past. You could track what links do they click. You could track to what degree do they opt into the call to action down the bottom. And all of this sort of stuff, and then you can A/B test that every single day for, let's say, 21 days, and you probably got 21 new lessons that you did 21 days ago, and all it cost you was a bit of time and a bit of iteration with the landing page, right? So what you don't do is go, I reckon I could build something really cool, even though I haven't spoken to the consumer about it, invest 6 or 12 months building a product, and spending a lot of money in setting up a company and all of that sort of stuff, and then take it to market. Wrong way around. What you want to do is go, I think there might be something in this industry. And then go and speak to the consumer, see if it is. Go and observe the consumer, see if it is. Launch something minimally that can give you direct feedback from your audience or your proposed audience. And through all of those lessons, you'll move and shake and shift the product. You'll move and shake and shift who you think the consumer is. You'll change everything. But better we learn these, let's assume there's 1,000 lessons between where you are now and profitable business. We can learn those 1,000 lessons really expensively, investing $1 million over 10 years, or you can learn them fast, cheap, and lean over 3 months by being really smart about what you deploy in the conversations you engage in. So it's an iterative, flexible process. Go ahead, do that.